guys, let's cook. So today I decided let's cook uPhuthu. So step by step. Water with salt, let it boil, then add your maize meal. So now I'm adding my maize meal. I'm gonna add 2 to 4 cups because I want to make a lot of uPhuthu, not just like uPhuthu for myself. So I'm like making uPhuthu for my entire family. So it has to be a lot, you know. It's a family of 6 after all. So I add 4. Once you've added your maize, you add, and then you close your pot for 5 minutes, right? Close it for 5 minutes, come back to it, and then we start. Babies are not just angas, but we are bond. I think when you're cooking uPhuthu, the most important thing is patience, because you're going to flop it if you think you're going to cook it in a hurry. It won't be uPhuthu, it will be pap. And today we're not looking for pap, we are looking for uPhuthu. So yeah, I decided to cook nice uPhuthu. My god. Oh, and another thing, you need to like have elbow work for days. So I'm not cooking uPhuthu alone. I'm gonna cook it with lamb. I love me some lamb and beef. Favorite meat ever. I love cooking it, I love eating it. I don't know, there's just something about chicken. I don't like the smell of chicken, and that's the only reason I don't like cooking chicken, but I eat it. When I eat it, I just have to eat it. So now I'm gonna go back to bondering my uPhuthu. You know, it's not where I want it to be yet, so you just continue with the process up until it becomes what you want it to be. If it's mine was just perfect, so I didn't really need to add maize. But most of the time, when your uPhuthu is too wet and you want it to be like that flaky uPhuthu, you need to add maize and then close it a bit, and then open it again, and then ubond. So that's basically what I'm doing, but I didn't add more maize. I just added 4 cups, and that was it. So now I'm doing the onion. Chop the onion, guys. I love this trick that I learned on TikTok. It's so nice. My meat has boiled, so I'm just going to tip it over into my Tupperware bowl, so that I can start frying my onion. Yeah, man. I feel like people always ask why don't you wash the pot? Why don't you wash the pot when you're done boiling the meat? Then I lose all the flavors. Like of the meat boiling. You need all of those flavors. So I like using the pot I was using to boil my meat, to actually fry my onions, because it's curry after all. Sunfoil oil, 5 liter. How much is it now? It's like 200. Yo, guys, inflation is killing us. But hey, reclaring tonterije. So this is me frying my onion. Yeah, let's get frying. Let's get down to business. Oh yeah, so as I'm frying my onion, let me just tell you like a little story what inspired me to cook today. So I went out with I just went to get ice cream today with my friend, with a potential friend. And he was like, yo, I like uPhuthu. That's me adding my curry. So he was the inspiration. I'm adding crushed ginger and garlic. And then I'm gonna add all-purpose curry paste, and then cut for flavor. Guys, I think whenever we add these little ingredients, it's always for flavor. Anyways, he inspired me to cook uPhuthu because he was like, yo, I love uPhuthu. Like, I can like literally come home from a long day of work and just eat uPhuthu and mass. And I was just like, oh, okay. I'm gonna try cooking it. And I did. Look at it. I did. Okay, so I've fried my onion, and now I'm going to put the meat back in the pot, because I fried my onion, and yep, put it back in the pot. Let's put it back. So siyaqala ke manje with the curry, like thickening the curry and adding flavor to the meat and, just giving it all of that. So let's stir. Let's stir. We're just going to stir and stir. And I was like, oh, as I was stirring, I was like, oh, what's missing? Oh, amazamban. Let me just grab two. Let me grab two of those. Peeled, washed, and now they chopped and they're going into the pot. I've added them on into the pot, added them into my curry. Because, I felt like it was going to be too plain. So I had to add a bit of starch. I know that they're going to have starch on starch because uPhuthu is starch and izambane is also starch. But guys, potato is star of the meal. It's star of the meal. And ngisahleli nje ngisacabanga kanjalo, I was just like, hey, adding the herbs. So mangithi akhabetheni how nayi parsley, how nanka ama mixed herbs. Ngathi ngisacabanga ngathi let me add spices, steaks and chops from Robertson's. Got a G3 spice, I don't know where's that from. And then I was like, aromats. So I had to stir before adding the spices. Ndimlo, they add my mixed herbs. So I add my mixed herbs. Ke laphayana. Hayi, umfana abantu ke nga-add parsley. Umfana abantu wabhizi nje wathi uyakuthanda, but it's conditional, guys. Yazini, mangeke angithandiswa kwaJesu, he must just leave me alone. So ngakhipha istress emabhodweni ke ngathi athi ngivele ngikhiphe ubhozo ke ngoba phela umfana uthe ngithanda conditional. Like, what am I going to do with conditional love? But anyways, we're not there. We are within this curry. Let us cook this curry. Adding all my spices. We're adding the spices for flavor. More than anything, it's just for flavor. We don't want people eating bland meat. We literally just want people to eat food all the time. So ndimlo add aromat. I'm not adding a lot because I'm adding a lot of spices. So I'm not adding a lot of each of the spices because then it's going to be too salty and we don't want that. We just want it to be leveled. Ne? Okay, ngavala ibhodwe ngathi yo umuntu athenza isoap, so ngasebenzisa ino bayibiza oxtail and vegetable soup. Nazo ke sengifaka amanzi, guys. Ngenze ngendisha yanqoba umuntu wakhona engasa-complain, why are you using my bowl to make soup? Anyways, ningabanako obhozo, guys. Just naga the soup. Okay, I feel like selihlangene manje. Let me just add it in the pot. So here I am adding the soup. Belingakahlangani kahle ke, but nazo ke I've added the soup, added water. I'm just gonna let it simmer now so that all the flavors get married, because we need the flavors to get married. It's the final final outcome of my uPhuthu, and I feel like I did a good job. That is mas uPhuthu. Feel like I did a good job, and ukudla kwami seku-right manje. It's ready, so I can dish up and people can eat. People can eat and they can call it a night, because when you eat early, everything is just it's okay. I'm using these cute little bowls from Woolworths to actually I'm using them for presentation to dish up uPhuthu. I'm using them for presentation. Obviously. Okay. Here goes never. Hope it sticks. I normally like using the smaller ones because they are like these ones are too open, so there's too much airway. But here I'm dishing up ukari because it's already okay. Guys can see sangolangolili plate, but once I am done, you guys shall see. Perfect. It's clean. Ngathi ke phela ke ngeke ngipheke mase nginganiphi ukudla bafethu. Athi nginiphakele ke nibambe